The U.S. Navy operates all over the world, on land, in the air, and at sea, in some of the most extreme environments imaginable. Whether it's sweltering heat or freezing cold, the Navy finds a way to get there and perform the job. Often, accomplishing this necessitates the use of specialized equipment and vessels built with the latest technology available. Today's aircraft carriers, supply ships, and submarines appear to have been stolen right from a Star Trek episode. Their sheer size as well as their incredible architecture and technology are virtually science fiction. So, how do the United States Navy's most advanced ships appear, and what do they do? But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. The USS Nimitz, the first of its class, was launched on May 13, 1972, ushering in a new era of battleships unlike any seen before. The Nimitz, one of the world's largest warships, needed only one refueling during its nearly 50-year career. How? It is powered by a sophisticated nuclear core. The Nimitz, nicknamed Old Salt, and its 6,000 crew members have long played important roles in U.S. military operations. The USS Somerset is one of 11 San Antonio-class amphibious transport docks, which are ships designed to transport Marines, armored vehicles, and aircraft wherever they are needed during war and peacetime. The Somerset was named after Somerset County, Pennsylvania, in honor of the passengers who died aboard United Airlines Flight 93, which was hijacked during the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. The passengers of the flight were able to prevent the jet from reaching its planned destination, forcing it to crash in Stony Creek Township, Somerset County. The ship's construction used around 22 tons of steel from a crane near the crash site of Flight 93. It's unusual for an entire class of Navy warships to have such an evocative name as the Seawolf-class attack submarines, but the folks who named them knew what they were talking about. These nuclear submarines are huge, swift, silent, and deadly. Despite their successful design, they are quite rare. The Seawolf class was originally intended to replace the earlier Los Angeles-class attack submarines, with a total of 29 vessels being built. This was not to be, as they were quickly replaced by the smaller Virginia-class submarines. Today, just 3 remain in service. The class leader of the Freedom series is the USS Freedom LCS-1, which was launched on September 23, 2006. It is a littoral combat ship stationed near shore as part of a defensive force. Built to compete with Independence-class ships, Freedom-class ships feature a more conventional design but are just as futuristic and capable as trimarans. This particular ship performs a variety of operations close to shore, including humanitarian relief and minesweeping. First in Freedom is the motto of the USS Harper's Ferry, the flagship of the Dock Landing Harper's Ferry-class ships. This cruiser was named after Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, due to its crucial location during the Civil War. Harper's Ferry supplied humanitarian aid in Burma in 2008, and in 2009, the ship participated in humanitarian rescue missions in the Philippines. The USS Ticonderoga is a guided missile cruiser and the first Ticonderoga-class vessel. This was the first combatant vessel to employ the AEGIS fighting technology, which allowed it to track and engage as many aircraft targets as feasible at once. The Ticonderoga, nicknamed TICO, boasts the motto, "The First AEGIS Cruiser." The USS Enterprise is undoubtedly the most famous ship in the United States Navy. The USS Enterprise CVN-65, which shares her name with a long line of previous proud boats, was the first nuclear-powered vessel in the American fleet and, to this day, remains the longest ship to ever serve in any naval force in the world, measuring 342 meters, 1,123 feet. The Enterprise, nicknamed Big E, was commissioned on November 25, 1961, and retired on February 3, 2017, over 56 years later. The ship famously inspired the fictional Star Trek starship Enterprise, and it even appeared in the Star Trek film Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. It was replaced by the USS Gerald R. Ford. The USS Wasp, like the America, is a multifunctional amphibious ship and the first of its class, hence the name WASP. WASP-class ships' principal function is to land ground forces on enemy territory and provide logistical and tactical support throughout their operations. The WASP launched on August 4, 1987, and first commissioned on July 29, 1989, is the flagship of the United States Second Fleet. Its slogan is, "Honor, Tradition, Excellence." While the USS America LHA-6 resembles an aircraft carrier, it is classified as an amphibious assault ship, the first of the America-class fleet. It acts as a launch platform for amphibious forces, capable of handling both aircraft and amphibious craft, enabling complex sea-to-shore operations. The USS Michael Monsoor DDG-1001, a Zumwalt-class destroyer launched in 2016, is designed for coastal strikes and land attacks. Armed with evolved Sea Sparrow and Tomahawk missiles, it lives up to its motto, "I will defend." At 600 feet long and weighing 14,564 tons, it's built for high-intensity missions. The USS George H.W. Bush, named after the 40 honest U.S. President and WWIE naval aviator, is the final Nimitz-class supercarrier. Homeported in Norfolk, Virginia, this massive ship stretches 1,092 feet and displaces 102,000 long tons, with global deployment capability. Submarines often operate in remote areas on secret missions, making repairs at sea essential. The USS Emory S. Land AS-39 serves as the main submarine tender, equipped with over 50 specialized shops and a range of services from legal and medical support to logistics, making it a floating support base. The Virginia-class SSN 774 is a nuclear-powered attack submarine built for rapid, stealthy missions in coastal and deep-sea waters. Replacing Los Angeles-class subs, it incorporates cutting-edge features like photonics, sensors, modular masts, and Tomahawk missile capabilities. 14 are active, with dozens more planned to serve beyond 2060. The USS Los Angeles, launched in 1974 and decommissioned in 2011, was the lead vessel of the Los Angeles-class submarines. For decades, it represented the backbone of America's attack subfleet and was the longest-serving sub at the time of its retirement. The U.S. Navy operates 14 Avenger-class mine countermeasure ships, including the USS Chief MCM-14, launched in 1993. Its wood and fiberglass reinforced hull helps avoid triggering underwater mines. Stationed in Sasebo, Japan, it plays a key role in Pacific minesweeping operations. Launched in 1979, the USS Ohio was the first of the Ohio-class nuclear-powered submarines. Nicknamed Always First, it set the standard for the class and was later converted from a ballistic missile sub, SSBN, to a guided missile sub, SSGN, ushering in a new era of naval capability. The USS Pilelliu, a Tarawa-class amphibious assault ship, served from 1980 to 2015. Initially meant to be named after Vietnam War battles, it was instead named for the WWI Battle of Peleliu. Known as the Iron Nickel, it was praised for its rescue and evacuation missions. Its motto, "Peace Through Power," reflected its mission. The USS Arleigh Burke, launched in 1989, was the first of its class of guided missile destroyers. Equipped with stealth technology and a modified EEGIS combat system, it can detect, evade, and launch missiles simultaneously. Its motto is "Fast and Feared." The USS Turner Joy DD-951, a Forrest Sherman-class destroyer launched in 1958, was named after Vice Admiral Charles Turner Joy. It served primarily in the Pacific and played a key role in the Vietnam War, notably during the Gulf of Tonkin incident. It was decommissioned in 1982. The Ohio class of nuclear-powered submarines is divided into two subgroups, 14 capable of deploying ballistic missiles and 4 updated for guided missile launches. Known for their exceptional stealth, these submarines can deploy intercontinental missiles undetected, making them critical assets in top-secret operations. In the 1960s, the U.S. Navy launched 3 Banner-class environmental research ships that doubled as intelligence vessels, the Banner, Pueblo, and Palm Beach. On January 23, 1968, North Korea captured the USS Pueblo during the Pueblo Crisis. 1 crew member was killed, and 82 were taken prisoner, escalating Cold War tensions. The Pueblo remains in North Korean hands, now serving as a museum ship, though the U.S. Navy still considers it active. Independence-class ships, with their futuristic trimaran designs, were developed for high-speed mobility in shallow, near-shore waters known as the littoral zone. The USS Independence, commissioned in 2009, performs missions such as submarine hunting, minesweeping, and aircraft transport. Its unique hull reduces drag and radar visibility. More than 10 additional ships in the class have been ordered. The USS Kidd, an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer named after Rear Admiral Isaac C. Kidd, has had a notable presence in both media and missions. It participated in the search for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 and appeared in the film Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. The USS Samuel B. Roberts, launched in 1944, earned the title the destroyer escort that fought like a battleship after its courageous stand in the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Though it was eventually sunk, its resistance contributed to a pivotal World War II victory. The USS Midway, launched in 1945 and commissioned just after WWI, was once the world's largest ship, too large even for the Panama Canal. After 47 years of service, it was decommissioned in 1992 and now serves as a museum in San Diego, California. In 1992, the Navy launched the Cyclone class of coastal patrol ships. The USS Hurricane, the third in this class, was built for speed and armed with machine guns and grenade launchers. Nicknamed the Hurt and Pain, it is based in Manama, Bahrain, but toured the Great Lakes in celebration of the War of 1812 bicentennial. The USS Zumwalt DDG-1000, the most advanced and largest destroyer built, represents the next generation of naval warfare. Launched in 2013 and commissioned in 2016, the 600-foot-long vessel can support both deep-sea combat and land attacks. It can strike targets up to 83 miles away and is home-ported in San Diego.